Fyiman, M.A.D.M.A.C representative. Yeah, I'm a rapper from Southwest Florida. My name is Fyiman, Fyiman. You know, people call me a lot of things though. Fireman, Fyiman, but it's Fyiman. You know what I'm saying? FYI, you can't, say Fyiman, FYI. You know, that's all. That's always good. You know, I can accept that too. Well, I was born in a small town, Markley, Florida. Well, actually, I was born in Naples because Markley didn't really have a hospital, So, everybody, born in Naples, but, really Markley, where it all started at. Yeah, I was down there, till I was about 4 or 5 years old. Then I moved to Fort Myers, Florida. Went back and forth for a couple of years, but when I was about 8 or 9 years old, Fort Myers became a permanent resident. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up at and learned all the things I knew. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping back in 2003. Yeah, when I was in high school, I was in 11th grade going to the 12th grade. Yeah, I started rapping again. Yeah, I still remember, my brother, Wicks, my cousin, Lamar, my homeboy, Lee A. Fly. Yeah, they had started rapping, before, I had was into it like that. But they had, brought a song back, to the house one day, when they first had started recording, they brought it back. And it was to cool it down. They had remixed it. And, you know what I'm saying? When I heard it, that motivated me. I wanted to start rapping then. That was something I wanted to do when I heard it. When I heard that. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I told them next beat they get, let me get it, and I'm gonna be on there. Try to do this rap thing, Yeah, M.A.D.M.A.C, M.A.D.M.A.C. Men achieving destiny modeled after Christ. Yeah. It was a name, my cousin came up with way back then, what I'm saying? When he first came, M.A.D.M.A.C, it sounded real nice. It kind of stuck, it fitted us real nice, so we kind of stuck with it. And, the same people that were back then, it's the same people now, what I'm saying? We got, a couple new members, but, for the most part, it's the same, thing. But back in like '03, we released like 2 mixtapes, Pimpin' Tracks 1, Pimpin' Tracks 2. You know what I'm saying? And then we kind of took a break for a little while, We came back in like '07, did a couple things, and everything kind of went south again, We came back '09, started doing our thing again, but I don't think that was the right time, This time, I feel real positive about what we're doing. We're real strong right now. I feel, my music really evolved, over the past 10 years, starting out, rapping in a group, it really helped me, so I can expand my horizons. I ain't rapping about one thing, when I first started, on the mixtape, we was rapping on so many different subjects, Starting off, that was a real good experience to have. It taught me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't only gotta rap about one thing. Music is an expression of itself. So as long as it's expressing itself, music, will sound good. So over these last 10 years, I try to put a lot of work in, trying to, make my music me, make it sound like me. I want people to understand what's going on in my head when I'm making music. You know, some of my biggest influences, God first, Jesus, my family, keep me going, without my family, and I don't even think I'd be really, trying to push and, do positive things. Yeah. Music, always been a big part of my life since, I can remember, family barbecues, family get-togethers, just chilling at the highs every day, normal life, Music always been a big part of my life. And, it helped you get through things, and I always been a real big fan of music, even when I wasn't doing music. But growing up, some of my, people I used to listen to, Trick Daddy, Pastor Troy, Fyiman, Dirty, Outkast, Tupac, yeah, anything that sounded good, I'm willing to listen to. I never try to, box myself in and, only listen to a certain type of music, If it sounded good, I probably would listen to it. Pop, country, whatever, I was just a fan of music overall, If I had to describe my music in one word, it would be unique, very unique. Because, my music is an expression of me. So, and growing up, I always had a different thought than, the majority of the world. So, you know what I'm saying? I always been, kind of, antisocial, if you want to call it that, but, kept to myself a lot, not a, real big talker or nothing, but, I'm a thinker. I do a lot of thinking. So, with music, I get to express my thoughts, express how I see things, and, that's real important. Right now, I'm working on dropping my second mixtape, Full Throttle. Make sure you be on the lookout for that, 6 and 13. My first mixtape, Takeoff, I never had a chance to really, put it out there like that, but, that was something I did way back. I had a lot of songs, put up, so, I feel it's time to put that all out there and, start working on some, some new stuff, what I'm saying? Some new age Fyiman. With this mixtape, there's been a lot of setbacks, in the process of working on it, but in the end, it worked out pretty good, because now, what I'm saying, we at a point where, we can do everything properly, how it's supposed to be done, so I gotta thank God for that. I also got a couple of videos dropping, the Respect It or Check It and the $100 bill, two of my singers off the mixtape. And, what I'm saying, I'm gonna be, groundwork from there, what I'm saying, trying to reach, everybody, Southwest Florida, worldwide. Yeah. But that's about it for me right now, I'll make sure to keep y'all updated on anything that I'll be doing in the future. But, shout out to Eric Livingston, and artistandproducer.com. Make sure you check it out. Shout out the whole M.A.D.M.A.C family, top to bottom, what I'm saying. And everybody out there that's messing with the movement, Full Throttle M.A.D.M.A.C movement, shout out, what I'm saying. Peace. One.